What's good, wideouts, coaches, NFL fans? Coach Mags here, and today we're going to break down Justin Jefferson's monster game against the Colts in the 2022 season. A game where the Colts definitely should have won, ended up letting the Vikings come back and win it. It was a crazy game. And for the Vikings, there were a lot of turnovers and sacks, just bad plays, and for them to end up winning this was pretty insane. So today we're going to break down all of Justin Jefferson's catches from that game and talk about all the things he does well. So let's do it. Let's get into it, starting off with this first play. I think it's a little bubble screen, and this happens pretty late in the first quarter, I believe. All right, and here's what I really like. The route, it's just a simple bubble, but something that Jefferson does well is that once he catches the ball, he immediately goes upfield. All right, too many times I see young receivers, they start to dance and juke around a little bit. But if you can just catch the ball and get 3 yards a pop, right, just going straight up the field, that's gonna be a lot better than trying to dance around with the football. So that's why I like how he just catches it, all right, and just takes his 3 yards. All right, that just helps us a lot more than trying to dance and maybe getting 1 yard, or sometimes I see receivers even losing yards there. So I like that. Now, this play is just a pre-snap read for Kirk. You're going to see we have the motion sending Osborne across the field, making Jefferson the number one. Because of that motion, the strong safety scoots in, trying to play the strength of the field, really leaving him one-on-one with Gilmore. And so you'll see the motion. Then we just have a nice 5-yard out. All right, just easy buckets for Kirk on second down to get closer to the sticks. Nothing too special here. Just really good job of Jefferson knowing that there's a good chance he's going to get the ball, so he snaps his head around at the top of the break and just makes the catch. And now we have Justin Jefferson at the top over here, all right, playing in the slot, and all he's going to do is he's just going to run a 5-yard out, but he uses really good rhythm here, all right? He slow plays it off the line, all right, and he uses rhythm and tempo in order to get open. So let's check out the route right here, all right? Linebacker starts scooting in. All right, so the linebacker has inside leverage while Jefferson's trying to go out. All right, so Kirk knows that it should be open. You're going to see that tempo as he comes off the line. Nice and easy, set and break out, snaps that head around. And then again, once he catches the ball, we're going right up field. Get those yards. There's no dancing. Just go right up the field, get what you can. Gives himself up pretty much. All right, but you'll always just take those extra 2 yards. They're bigger than you think. Football is a game of inches. So using rhythm, then we get upfield. Now in this play, Justin Jefferson is back at the top at the number one. And I really like the play design and the call and the execution right here, because what we're going to do is we're going to send Thielen over, and he's going to become the number one. So then that way, Gilmore is going to take him. So now when we run this route, we're going to sprint up the field like we're going deep, and we're going to shut it down. And now we're going to have the safety covering us rather than, a really good corner in Stephon Gilmore. So we're going to use Thielen. Check him out on that motion coming across. All right, now Gilmore's going to cover him in his zone assignment. All right, and then Justin Jefferson is going to do an amazing job of sprinting hard down the field and shutting it down. All right, and this is play action, so it helps hold those linebackers down because they're trying to play the run, right? But if we are selling that deep route and shut it down, it's going to be really hard to cover. Yeah, just really good execution across the board. All right, here Justin Jefferson is back at the top at the number one, and he has a receiver next to him, but the receiver is going to motion over, leaving him isolated on the backside. And right now we're going to run an out route, but here's what I like. So we'll kind of start the play here. Jefferson notices that Gilmore is in that zone turn already, meaning that his back is towards the sideline. So he knows that his blind spot is back here, so it's going to be difficult for him to cover any route over there like the out route we're going to be running right now. So as Jefferson is running this route, he wants to get on the toes. He's going to hit a rocker step. And what that's going to do is that's going to make Gilmore keep his leverage to where now he stays up the field in the same position, allowing Jefferson to get behind or to his back. So check this out. Watch. So we use that rocker step at the top, right? We're stemming to hold Gilmore there. This is a really good route, probably the second best route that Jefferson has in this game, right? Using that, pressing him upfield in order to keep him, all right, going, or keep Gilmore going deep, right, in order to open up the out route. So just really good route running and a really good job of knowing the kind of coverage you're going to be facing, because Gilmore, he's older now, right? So he can't really square up and run with anyone. All right, so this is similar to like how Richard Sherman would play, right? Just a smart corner, not the fastest, all right, but is willing to react and read, all right, what the offense is running. So if you know what kind of corner you can get, you can expose, right? There are strengths and weaknesses to every kind of technique. So Jefferson does a really good job of understanding that in order to get open. Now, in this play, Jefferson is at the bottom of the screen in the slot. And if you're Kirk or anyone and you see a linebacker in the same vicinity as Justin Jefferson, you're going to want to throw him the ball. And right now, he has another out, which they do a few times in this game with Jefferson. Just have him playing in the slot, have him run a quick little speed out, right? And that's all it is. It's just easy buckets. Because like we talked about in the last clip, Gilmore is willing to zone turn and not give up the deep ball, play everything, allow everything underneath. So we're going to bail that out of there. He's not going to be able to cover that out, meaning we get Justin Jefferson against a linebacker so he can get wide open. And then again, a really good job of catching the ball, going upfield, getting those yards right away. I think he even gets the first down here. Yeah, he even gets the first down. All right, so that's huge. Just understanding matchups, knowing who you're going up against, using your tempo in order to get wide open, and then just getting that yak. Really good job right there. And then we got to shout out KJ Osborne for doing his job. Outside releasing, has a comeback, and then picks up a block. All right, so that's the coolest thing about receivers. Yeah, we can point out one guy who's very talented, but receivers have to work together and do their job and do their part. Otherwise, if we don't outside release, Gilmore is probably there on Jefferson, right? So it's important for receivers to understand what their responsibility is on each play. But yeah, overall, really good execution by everyone, including Kirk Cousins as well, realizing that he has a really good matchup. Now we start off with a 3-by-1 with a wing. The wing's right there. Justin Jefferson right here in the slot. So what's going to happen is we're going to motion over this wing. He's going to get into the slot, meaning now we're into a 2-by set. And I believe it's play action. And Justin Jefferson does a really good job here of finding the soft spot. He's running a dig here. So he's doing a good job of just finding that zone for Kirk. Releases inside against that first defender. All right, and then he even takes a shot here. All right, stays on his feet. And what does he do? He gets upfield. Doesn't matter if he got hit, right? He's going upfield. So I really like how he releases inside right there. Finds that soft spot. Gets the ball. Stays on his feet. Gets those extra yards. Really good job right there. Just being a tough receiver, not being afraid to go over the middle. That's all that really is, right? The route isn't that special. You know, he does find the soft spot. Yeah, just not being scared. Now, right here, this route is so unfair. I don't know a single DB who could probably cover this. This is just honestly like pretty messed up to run against someone. So right here, you're going to see Justin Jefferson at the bottom. All right, he runs like a jerk. He runs like a whip jerk route. It's pretty unfair. I don't know how you're supposed to guard this, but he does a really good job of using his body language, right, and being very sudden. All right, so he gets out, breaks it down, right, slightly jerks it back in, and gets out. Yeah, this is a pretty tough route to cover. He runs it very well, especially because he's so good at being shifty and using the change of speed, right, and putting all of his weight in one direction, then suddenly going back the other way. Yeah, this is the best route by far. But dang, that is tough to cover. and he ends up scoring off it for his only touchdown of the game. Celebrates, hits the gritty. Yeah, that's just a tough route right there. Now we're at the top of the screen here, and we're just running easy bucket hitches. Just nice and easy, selling the fade, shutting it down, getting our yards. All right, he turns like a 5-yard catch into about 8 or 7 yards just because he catches the ball and gets upfield. All right, so it's important you catch the ball, right? Catch and pierce. But again, he does a really good job sprinting, acting like he's running that fade, causing Gilmore to man turn prematurely, resulting in us with a lot of separation. Just easy buckets for Justin Jefferson. Now again, we are at the top here, covered by Gilmore, and we are running a curl here, and the quarterback's going to throw the ball to our back shoulder. But he just does a really good job of selling that fade, really making Gilmore think that he's running deep. And that's how we can get this separation. Does a really good job at the top using hands. All right, wiping Gilmore off and makes a play. And that's just what Justin Jefferson does very well. He's very good at changing speeds suddenly and quickly. I watched this in full time, sprints up the field and suddenly shuts it down. Now, in the NFL, this amount of separation, that's a lot. So that's just really good route running by Jefferson and being able to use his speed to his advantage. And now this is going to be Justin Jefferson's last play, and this actually sets up the game-winning field goal. And we're at the top here, and I think you're already going to know what I'm going to say once he catches this ball. All right, something that just makes him very special. He catches it. He's not waiting. He's not trying to juke anyone out. He's getting upfield, reading those blocks, getting right upfield. And then right here, you notice that the defender is holding him down. So you got to be very aware of that in this situation, right? This 2-minute drill, defenders are going to try to do that to you. So you kind of have to show the ref, like, hey, he's not getting off of me. So hopefully you can draw a flag if they're doing that. But yeah, just very aware. Really good job catching the ball, going upfield. Just an overall very solid game for Justin Jefferson, especially going up against one of the better corners in recent years. Obviously, Gilmore's a little bit older now, but still a very tough task for any wide receiver to go up against. So yeah, really good game, monster game. I think he had like 200 plus, like maybe even 300 yards. So just really good tape here. And if you enjoyed this, I'd appreciate if you drop a comment, drop a like. It would mean the world to me. That way I can get some more of these videos out. I do enjoy this. I love the receiver position, right? I'm here to teach really anyone about the receiver position, and especially if you're a high school player or a young college player, I think it's really helpful to watch the greats, watch the best in the game right now and kind of learn some things from them. That's definitely what I did when I played, and I think it made me a lot better. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to try to release at least, hopefully 3 to 5 a week. That's the plan right now. All right. So if there's someone that you want me to talk about, go ahead, drop a comment. Let me know who that is. I'm thinking of some Jalen Waddle, Deebo Samuel. That's some personal preference. Love Deebo, right? Jamar Chase, those kind of guys. But if there's someone that you want me to do specifically, maybe an underrated guy, I've been thinking about some of those too. Just feel free to drop a comment. All right, and I look forward to helping show you guys some other wide receiver film in the future. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever it is. And I'll see you next time.